Have you ever noticed something strange? The more available you are, the less people seem to value your time. The faster you reply, the longer they take. The more you give, the more they expect. And the moment you stop being constantly available, people suddenly start paying attention. Why does this happen? It's not because people are evil. It's because of human nature. Today, we're going to uncover a powerful truth that most people learn too late. Being too easy to reach can quietly destroy your value, your peace, and even your relationships. And when you stop being available to everyone all the time, everything begins to change. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Human beings value what is limited. Imagine two bottles of water. One is available everywhere for free. The other is found only in a remote desert. Which one seems more valuable? The answer is obvious. Scarcity creates value. This principle doesn't only apply to products, it applies to people. When you're always available, always answering immediately, always saying yes, and always sacrificing your schedule, people unconsciously begin to see your time as abundant, and what is abundant is rarely respected. Think about the people who are hardest to reach: successful entrepreneurs, highly respected professionals, people with meaningful goals. They are not difficult because they're arrogant. They're difficult because they have priorities. Their time is protected, and that protection creates value. The lesson here is simple. If everyone can access you anytime they want, your presence loses significance. Protect your time, not because you're better than others, but because your life matters too. Lesson 2. Overavailability invites disrespect. Most people believe that being constantly available proves loyalty. In reality, it often attracts the opposite. When someone knows you'll always answer no matter what, they stop considering whether they're interrupting your life. They begin expecting access, and expectations eventually replace appreciation. Notice how people often respect boundaries they complain about. The employee who never says no gets overloaded. The friend who is always available becomes the backup option. The person who constantly gives receives less gratitude over time. Why? Because human beings quickly adapt. What was once appreciated becomes expected, and what becomes expected loses its perceived value. This doesn't mean becoming cold. It means teaching people how to treat you. Every time you respect your own boundaries, you teach others to respect them too. Lesson 3. Your constant availability is costing your future. Here's a difficult question. What could you achieve if you stopped responding to every distraction? Think about it. Every notification, every unnecessary conversation, every demand for your attention, every random interruption. These small moments seem harmless, but they steal hours from your life. The most successful people understand something that average people ignore. Attention is one of the most valuable resources on earth. Whatever controls your attention controls your future. If everyone can instantly access your time, then everyone can influence the direction of your life. And that's dangerous. Great achievements require uninterrupted focus. Books are written in focus. Businesses are built in focus. Skills are mastered in focus. Dreams become reality in focus. The world rewards those who can protect their attention, not those who give it away freely. Lesson 4. Mystery increases respect. There's something fascinating about human psychology. People are naturally curious about what they don't fully understand. When someone knows everything about you, every thought, every move, every plan, your life becomes predictable. Predictability removes curiosity, and curiosity is powerful. Notice how some people constantly post every detail of their lives online, every meal, every location, every opinion, every problem. Eventually, people stop paying attention. There is no mystery left. But individuals who move quietly often command more respect. People wonder what they're working on. They wonder what they're building. They wonder what comes next. You don't need to disappear completely. You simply need to stop feeling obligated to explain everything. Let your results speak louder than your updates. Sometimes silence creates more impact than endless communication. Lesson 5. Strongest people are ENOT. Always available. Look at the people you admire. The disciplined athlete, the focused entrepreneur, the skilled artist, The dedicated student. What do they all have in common? They regularly disappear. Not forever, but long enough to work on themselves. They understand that growth requires solitude. Unfortunately, many people fear being unavailable. They fear missing out. They fear disappointing others. They fear being forgotten. But here's the truth. The people who become extraordinary are often willing to be misunderstood for a period of time. While others are constantly connected, they're improving. While others are chasing attention, they're building value. While others are available to everyone, they're committed to their purpose. And eventually, the results become impossible to ignore. Lesson 6. People respect those who respect themselves. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that self-sacrifice automatically earns respect. It doesn't. Self-respect earns respect. When you constantly abandon your needs to satisfy everyone else, you communicate something without realizing it. You communicate that your time is less important, your goals are less important, your priorities are less important, and people often believe the message you send. The moment you start protecting your schedule, your energy, and your peace, something changes. Some people may resist, some may complain, but many will begin respecting you more. Because boundaries signal self-worth, and self-worth is attractive, not just in relationships, in every area of life. Lesson 7. Teach e-power of strategic absence. Have you ever noticed how people suddenly appreciate something after it's gone? That's another aspect of human nature. Presence creates comfort. Absence creates awareness. When you're constantly present, people adapt to your existence. When you're occasionally absent, they remember your value. This is not manipulation. It's reality. Strategic absence gives people space to recognize what you contribute. It gives you space to recharge, and it prevents your life from revolving around everyone else's demands. You don't need to vanish. You simply need to stop being permanently accessible, because the strongest connections don't require constant availability. They require mutual respect. Conclusion. So, what happens when you stop being so easy to reach? You gain more time, more focus, more peace, more self-respect, and surprisingly, more respect from others. Remember, human nature values what is scarce. People appreciate boundaries more than unlimited access. And your future depends on how well you protect your attention. You don't have to ignore people. You don't have to become cold. You don't have to disappear. Just stop giving everyone unrestricted access to your life. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Protect your purpose. And watch everything begin to change. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below with the word boundaries. And remember, the moment you value your own time, the world starts valuing it too. Thanks for watching.